Hello. It's very important that practitioners in particular, but also patients, don't underestimate the power of the body to heal itself. Your body is an incredible thing, can heal itself for all kinds of things that don't make any sense when you look at it logically. And it's very important we don't disregard that, or even worse, tell people they'll never get better when we don't really know for sure. Uh, we've all Those of us who've been in practice a long time have seen lots and lots of examples where people heal up and they shouldn't do or they can't do, but they do. And I'm just going to tell you a couple of quick stories about that from my own practice. I've got lots of them, but I'll just tell you two kind of funny ones. This little lady came in to see me. She flew in specially to see me from Dublin. Tiny little thing in her 80s, about 4'6". And I said, "What can I do for you?" So she said, "My family told me if I come over from Dublin to see you, you'll fix my shoulder." I said, "Okay, so what's wrong with your shoulder?" She says, "I can't lift it. I can't do this. I can only get a few inches and that's it." So I said, "Okay, well, let's find out what's going on." So I asked her lots of questions. I checked her over top to toe. It seemed really stiff, but I wasn't sure. So I took an x-ray of her shoulder. And as it came out of the process, I looked at it and I was dismayed because, your shoulder is a ball and socket. So my fist isn't a ball, but you get the idea. It's a ball with a socket like that and it moves around there. That's how your shoulder works. Well, her socket was like a cliff face and the ball was like a hard edged, flat surface. So you got flat against flat. I looked at that and thought, that's never going anywhere. But I felt so bad, she came over especially. So I did what I could. I did some soft tissue work on her, I did some acupuncture, I did everything I could think of, loosened up her spine, gave her some exercises. And I said, "Come back in the morning and we'll see." So I thought, when she comes back in the morning, I'll just have to say, "Is it making any difference?" And she'll say no. And I say, "Well, sorry, we tried, but it's best if we give up." But when she came in, I said, before I could say anything, I've got my little speech ready. And before I said anything, she said, "You cured me." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, I can do that now." And I'm looking at her thinking, that's impossible. You can't do that. And you don't often see me lost for words, but I was just standing, my mouth dropped like, how is this happening? And then while I'm standing there, a bit gormless, she says to me, "So I'll just fly back to Dublin, shall I?" I said, yeah, do that." I was just gobsmacked, and she went off and never saw her again. I'll never know how that happened. Doesn't make any sense to me at all, but it did happen. That's the important thing. So never um, discount someone's possibility to get healthy. Never write it off. It can always happen. Very important. And if you've got a problem, don't give up. Just keep looking for the right solution.